Good morning from the Pacific Crest Trail, right over Highway 410. This is Steve with my hiking buddies Chris.
Good morning.
And Gino.
Good morning.
It's about 6 a.m., very smoky this morning. We're at Naches Peak. We're going to do the Naches Peak loop and then take a side trip down to Dewey Lake. Got out of the car, smelled the smoke. There's particles of ash in the air. And we're looking east. You can see it's real hazy. They're actually doing some road work. Those are the flashing lights way off in the distance. And I've got a truck coming by here. We're on a bridge. It's going to come by me here in a sec. There it goes. But we're going this way. We're actually on the Pacific Crest Trail to begin with. And then we're going to be on the... we hit a trail intersection and go down to Dewey Lakes and then come back up, and we'll be on a trail that's in Mount Rainier National Park and head west toward the mountain. We're hoping we're going to have some views. It rained overnight, and like I said, a lot of haze and smoke in the air, so we'll see. But anyway, it's a fun hike, one we've done the last couple years, and hopefully as an added bonus, Gino and I have run into some Pacific Crest Trail through hikers heading north, so hopefully today we'll have that opportunity. But we will see as I'm looking east here. And sun's coming up over the Cascades, so we got to get going. Hope you enjoy this one. Thanks for hiking with us. So the trail opens up here on the east side. Wind's out of the west, which is good. Going to blow that smoke away. It's still pretty... smell smoke and pretty hazy, but kind of a neat area here. We're out in the open. Just saw a big elk cross the trail in front of us. I wasn't filming, unfortunately, but yeah, nice to have that wind. Weatherman said last night that the winds were going to blow everything out of here by 8 a.m., so it's about 6:20. We're going to see. But we're heading this way. We're going to go up over that rise in the distance. We'll check in a while. Still very hazy to the east. We've actually reached a point in the trail where we're going to veer to the, let me show you here, we're going to veer to the southwest here. A little bit of fall color, and we're going to climb over this ridge and then have a view at Dewey Lake. See if we're going to go down there this morning or not. We're going to decide when we get there. With the smoke in the air, we may skip going down there. We'll see. Okay, we'll check in a bit. We reached a nice viewpoint here that looks down on Dewey Lake. Very hazy this morning. Well, we reached the trail intersection down to Dewey Lake, and it's all systems go. We're going to head downhill right here, and through the trees you can see Dewey Lake. So we're going to head down there. Haven't seen anybody yet coming the other way, so we're going to go down and spend some time at the lake. We'll check in down there. This is the smaller of the two Dewey Lakes. Dewey Lake Junior, I guess. Smoke's been blown out of here. We got some blue sky. And the bigger lake is to camera left. There's kind of the trail bisects them, and we're going to go over and take a break by the big lake. We did see one camper. Looked like they just got up at one of the real nice camp spots at the big lake. So we'll check in over at the big lake. It's 7:30 and we are taking a break at Dewey Lake. This is the larger of the two lakes that are down here. And it is a large lake. We're on the shoreline. Some areas are off limits because there's meadow restoration. This area is okay. But we're going to take a break down here, and we'll pick up filming after our break. So we will check in a little bit. So on that, where that rock wall is where we were. That's where the trail goes up over there to back to the Naches Peak loop trail. So we've got to climb up there. So it's pretty far away. We're here at the lake. The wind has picked up, so it's keeping the bugs away, which is nice. And boy, it's a pleasant morning. Gino and I were talking last year. We did this hike. It was very warm, very sunny, and the climb out, it was a chore climbing out of here. So today it's going to be a little bit different. We got some cloud cover, some nice breezes. So as you can see, the lake's pretty rippled. So We've enjoyed our break here. We've got to do the climb out, and then we've got the straight-on shot on the Naches Peak heading west toward Mount Rainier, and with the blue sky out, smoke's blowing away, I think we're going to have some nice views of the mountain this morning. So we will check in when we get back up there. So from Dewey Lake, hope you've enjoyed this one so far. Thanks for hiking with us. Trying to get a shot of the whole lake here, and this does it. Little fall color for you as we head up the last switch back out of the lake basin. Nice breeze keeping us cool and also keeping the bugs away. So we're going to head through that tree line up there, and then we'll be back up to the top, and we'll hang a hard left and head west on the Naches Peak Loop and finish that up, heading toward Mount Rainier. And I had a brief glimpse down below. Blue skies and sunshine. We're going to have some great views of it. And we made it to the junction. It took us about a half hour to climb up out of the lake basin. Mile and a half roughly to Tipsoo Lake. We're heading that way. Right over that rise, we'll have some views of Mount Rainier. Looking forward to it. Unfortunately, we don't have a clear shot of Mount Rainier. The clouds are kind of playing hide and seek with it here. This is our first view. Hopefully they blow out of the way, but it looked like to the southwest, which is the way the wind's blowing, there were quite a few more. So this might be it today. We'll see. Got a little tarn here in the foreground. It's real funny, the wind's blowing pretty good, and those clouds just kind of are staying in place there, blocking Rainier. But I wanted to show you, from the backside of this viewpoint, there's Dewey Lake into the sun. It's nice here, it's warm, but nice breeze keeping us cool and keeping the bugs away, but unfortunately, the cloud cover is too much for us to get a clear shot of Rainier. So we'll take what we can get. Some nice views to the south right here. Trail kind of opened up. There's Shriner Peak with the lookout tower on top. We're heading west. Limited view of Rainier. Clouds still in the way. If you ever do the Naches Peak Loop, Steve advice, go clockwise, because the second half of the loop, you're heading west right toward Mount Rainier, and then eventually we're going to turn north and head back to Tipsoo Lake. Some people come the other way, counterclockwise, but Rainier is at your back, so you have to turn around a lot. This way we're just straight on toward it and can see it without turning. Just a little tidbit. So we started our descent to the north, heading toward Tipsoo Lake in the parking lot. Let's see, the hiker count is 5. We just passed 3 people, the 3 we actually saw in the parking lot this morning that were going to spend some time at Tipsoo Lake and then spend some extra time here on the Naches Peak Loop. And we also saw a couple heading the opposite direction up where the trail faces west toward Rainier. So hiker count 5. We did not see any PCT hikers this year, first time in 3 years for that. We saw the one guy camping at Dewey Lake. He may or may not have been a PCT through hiker. We didn't talk to him, and so we're not sure. So we're heading toward Tipsoo and the parking lot, and we'll check in down there. Trail goes this way. This is Steve checking in one final time from the shores of Tipsoo Lake, where we started earlier this morning. It's only 10 after 9, so we did this hike in about 3 hours and 10 minutes. So 6 miles overall with the jaunt down to the lake. Only saw the 5 hikers here in the last half hour. Hope you enjoyed this one. It's always one of our favorite hikes. Didn't have the views of Rainier that we were hoping for, but that's okay. We're out in nature, and it's a nice day and good friends to hike with. So next week, I'm not sure what we're going to do. We actually talked today about doing something off of I-90 if the weather was bad, and I'll save that one because we'll probably do it here later this month. But anyway, as always, thanks for hiking with us. We'll see you next time.